What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say if you're a fan of those legends of the game, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel because that's all I focus on. Also, guys, if this is content that you enjoy, I would greatly appreciate if you'd post or as that like button. That would help me out a great deal with the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, guys, let's get right into today's video. So, guys, this is actually a video that I've been wanting to do a build. I've been wanting to do an Unseld build for quite a while, simply because, from the state of Kentucky, which is my home state, he is one of the biggest basketball players to ever come out. Right, he's one of the biggest names. He's right up there with guys like Houston, Rondo, Chapman. You know, really, one of the. And to me, I feel like he's better. He's better than all of those guys. I mean, Allen Houston was a tremendous shooter. We all know about what Rondo's been able to do throughout his career. But Unseld, guys, I will say this. Um, he's one of only two players, the other one being Wilt Chamberlain, to win an MVP in his rookie season. That's pretty special. Now, Unseld, he was never like he wasn't going to be that guy that puts up 40 points a night for you, but he would get you 15, 20 points a night, 15, 20 rebounds a night, right? He played center, and unfortunately, guys, because of 2K, we can't make a center that's 6'7" for whatever reason. They just don't allow it, and but either way, at power forward it works really really well. It's also because you're going to be really well balanced on the defensive end, so it works out well there. And plus, Unseld was not a shot blocker, right? He didn't even average a block per game because he was just 6'7". He was just a really stout player that was able to get those rebounds and things. So, but with that, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into this build. So, guys, um, with an Unseld build, I felt like there's several different ways that you could do this. And I just felt like the mostly defense with a little bit less finishing was the way to go with this build. Now, the pie chart, guys, I would recommend one of two, right? I would go with either the vertical and strength or the well-rounded. It really depends on you because they both work out really really well. But you do want that strength. You definitely want that. So, but I went with the well-rounded. And then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead. We're going to max out everything in our finishing because that's where you're going to play with this build. This build is going to be around the basket, so you want as many finishing badges as you possibly get. Then we're going to go ahead and max out our free throw, and that's the only thing we're going to touch on our shooting. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to max out our pass accuracy. We're going to take this up to 45, and then we're going to max out our post control, and then the rest we're going to use that on our defense because we're going to pretty much max out everything, but steal and block here on our defense. So we're going to max out our interior, our perimeter, and our lateral quickness. We're going to max out our defensive and offensive rebound. So, that's pretty much what we're doing with this build. Now, if you wanted to take this down, to where you could put something on your steal and your blocks, you certainly could, guys. It's just, I'm doing an Unseld build, and as you know, when I do a build, I do it very much like the player themselves. And Unseld, he wasn't a huge shot blocker. He wasn't someone. He only averaged like one steal a game, somewhere around there, and not even a block per game. So I'm not really focused on those. I just want this to be a really really solid rebounder and someone that that can hold their own on defense, but they're not necessarily going to get blocks or steals for you. They're just going to alter shots and things like that. So for this, guys, it really depends on you. It doesn't matter what the body shape you choose. I'm just going to go defined. We'll go 6'7", and then we'll do 245, and we're going to max out our wingspan. So if we look at where we're at, guys, we know we're going to get a +4 once we get this up to 99. So you're going to have a really really strong build on the inside, right? You're going to have a close shot of 97, a driving layup of 82, a driving dunk of 96, a standing dunk of 99, and a really really good post hook of 87. So you're going to be really really good on the interior. And, your playmaking, it's not that bad either for a power forward. You're going to have a pass accuracy of 77. You're going to have a ball handle of 54, a post control of 74. So you're going to be pretty good at that as well. And then on the defensive end, guys, you're going to have a solid 76 interior. But look at your perimeter, guys. A 90 perimeter defense for a power forward. So if you get switched off on a guard, you're not going to have any issues. You're going to be able to stay in front of them because you're also going to have a really good lateral quickness of 88, an 84 defensive rebound, and an 81 offensive rebound. So you're going to be a solid rebounder as well. So, I really like the way that this build plays out too. And of course, it being an Unseld build, guys, you do want to go glass cleaner. And of course, we built a glass cleaning finisher. I did, I was going to do it because I think 2K has him as a paint beast. But in all honesty, guys, I wanted that rebounding. I wanted more rebounding than I did finishing. Right? To me, that's important, and I felt like this pie chart, the mostly defense with a little bit less finishing. I feel like you get really good finishing, but you also got that rebounding and things that you want. And being just 6'7", that does take away from that. So we did want as much rebounding as possible. So let's go. We'll go ahead and we'll test this build and we'll get you out of here. Okay, so you've got a lot of finishing badges to work with, guys. So we know we want to do back down punish. We want to do dream shake. We want to do fast twitch, hook specialist, grace under pressure, fearless finisher. Um, then we're going to do for the other ones. You could do rise up and put back boss. I feel like so you're going to have eight guys, eight gold badges: back down punisher, dream shake, fast twitch, hook specialist, grace under pressure, fearless finisher, put back boss, and rise up. So this build, man, that was a mouthful. But anyway, this build is going to be able to finish around the basket really, really well. Now, of course, you've got one shooting badge, and we're going to go slippery off ball. That's just to help you get those offensive boards and those putbacks. And you have 11 playmaking badges, which is really, really good, guys. So you definitely want to do bailout. You want to do break starter. Glue hands is a really good one. Post playmaker is a good one. And then for that last one, guys, you could do bullet passer or needle threader. We'll just do bullet passer. And then for the 19 defensive and rebounding badges, guys, of course, you want to do post lockdown. You want to do rebound chaser. Then, for the other 11 that you have, guys, you're going to do box, of course. You're going to do brick wall. You want both of those. Now, if you want to put, I feel like if you want to put box up here, that would be perfectly fine because you do want to be able to box that. You want to be able to get those boards and everything. Pogo stick is another one that I feel like you definitely want on this build. Clamps on bronze is really, really good. And then for the last one, guys, it really depends on you. If you're someone, if you play on the courts and you see a lot of picks, you may want to go pick dodger. You may want to do pickpocket, or you may want to do interceptor. But I feel like intimidator is the way to go. I feel like intimidator is such a really, really good. It's just a really good badge to have. But there you have it, guys. Look at that. You've got your rebounding is going to be really good because you're going to have Hall of Fame box, Hall of Fame pogo stick, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So all of those factor into your rebounding, but you're also going to be good on the block because you're going to have a Hall of Fame post lockdown with bronze clamps, brick wall, and intimidator. So defensively, guys, you're going to be able to hold your own. Right, you're going to be really, really good defensively, and those badges are going to help improve that rebounding, even though it was a little bit lower than what we wanted. But there you have it, guys. I really feel like this is a really, really good Wes Unseld build. If you've never seen him play, guys, I would definitely recommend going watching some of his highlights. He was a solid player. He wasn't a Shaq or a Wilt, Hakeem, anyone like that. But you know, with this build, the best way that I would put it is Unseld was a better scoring Dennis Rodman. Is how I would put it, right? I mean, he wasn't, he didn't get a lot of blocks, but he was solid on defense. He got you a lot of boards, but he could also get you buckets, So, and that's something that Rodman, it was never a part of his game. Um, but I would never say that Unseld was as good of a defender as Rodman either. But I'm just saying that's the best comparison I can give you is he's like he's like a better scoring Rodman effectively. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking him out. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd greatly appreciate if you'd posterize that like button. If you enjoyed those Legends of the Game, I would recommend subscribing to the channel. And have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.